was in Melrose houses at this time, and this guy, Sammy Jackson, came. He was during one of our lunch hours. At that time, he was a maintenance man at Johnson houses. And he was transferred up to Melrose as a residence maintenance man. And I can honestly say, anytime anyone had a gripe or anything, he looked into it. It was nonsense about, we'll see me next week. He looked into it, you know, and he was always on the job. And so, and everything that he promised us, 237 delivered. And to me, 237 is the best union on the planet Earth. Not in America, on the planet Earth. Believe me.
Then after I joined, he says, well, if you pick up 10 people, you won't have to pay the dues. So I says, well, if I got 10 people more to join, I wouldn't have to pay no dues? He says, yeah, and I'm still a member? Yeah. Okay, I went out and I got 10 people to join. Then he says, well, you know, if you go out and collect the dues from these 10 people. So I started going out collecting dues, and next thing I know, I was signing up more people.
This union, both as a working member and as a retiree, is the most fantastic organization, and I've been in many, that I have ever been proud to be a member of. And I'm telling you this, and tell it to your friends, working or retirees, if you don't have a union, you ain't got nothing. And you think about where this union came from. It was supposed to be a blue-collar-oriented union. No way. This was a union of people, no matter what your titles were, that got together to benefit the workers. The kids of today should get on their knees and kiss our feet because they've walked into some tremendous things. I am proud of this union.
I joined the Teamsters in 1958. Well, when I first came in, I came in as from the civil service exam as a housing caretaker. Shortly after that, about a year and a half, then I was elected shop steward of the Teamster Local 237 of my development. And that's when I started to really get involved with the Teamsters. So our president at that time, after he found out who I was, he assigned me the task of even organizing 3 other developments up to 100% membership. My president at that time was Henry Feinstein, the founder of Local 237.
Prior to my coming to Local 237 in 1983, there were all of maybe 4 females in those non-traditional titles. So I was one of those, as you say, or can say, I was a pioneer. I am very proud to say, because of our local, I was the first female superintendent, second female and first black female. And there were none in the Housing Authority.
I was Director of Organization of Local 237 Teamsters. I think probably the greatest thing that came out of negotiations was we developed a 3-step pay plan. And our pay plan said that if you came in at $10,000 and there were 3 steps, 3 years later you were at the maximum, much the same as if you're paying attention, the cops have and the firemen have 3-step pay plans. And in the 70s, that was the thing to do because the city didn't think that employees who weren't uniformed forces should be treated that well.
I have accomplished a lot in the local. I spent like 30-some years working here, and this job wasn't a job. This is something that I did because I loved. If you become a member of a Local 237, you're probably a member of the best local in the international.
It was a hot room in the summertime, because you couldn't keep windows open because you were handling cash. It was cold as hell in the wintertime because they didn't give that much heat. And as a result of all that, I had joined the union, and I organized the tellers group because we had so many different problems.